Hi everyone, welcome back to PACU Nursing Minutes. Well, I am here to happily say that I had a successful surgery, and I'll tell you more about that in a little bit. But first, I just want to share with you something new that I have done with the channel. If you've been enjoying PACU Nursing Minutes over the last year, and if you're one of my 1,000 or so subscribers, and you really appreciate the education I'm providing, then please consider partnering with me and becoming a Patreon of PACU Nursing Minutes. You can go to patreon.com/PACU Nursing Minutes, and there I have 3 tiers of support. And you can find which one fits your needs. If you are looking to really dig deep into education, I have the PACU Nurse Special, and that is if you support the channel, you will have a lifetime discount of 25% off all my courses all the time. Now, the amount of people who can enroll into this support level as a Patreon is limited. So be one of those first adopters to help support me, and then have a lifetime access to 25% off all of my courses. And the first course that is being released in January will be the CPAN certification review course. And I have several other courses planned between now and next year. So hopefully about 5 courses to be released. So please consider partnering with me, for the price of a latte or 2. That could really make a world of a difference. The channel has been completely self-funded out of my personal finances. And with this recent health challenge, being a small business owner and not having short-term or long-term disability insurance has put a little delay and financial burden into moving forward with everything. So if you really feel I'm giving you value added and you really appreciate everything that you have been learning at PACU Nursing Minutes, please consider partnering with me and becoming a Patreon and supporting the channel. Everyone who does become a Patreon will be listed in the closing credits of all of my future videos. There will be special releases for the Patreon members. And then also I have a legacy membership. So if you are, maybe you're a retired nurse and you would like to give back to the nursing education world, consider partnering with me to provide an educational legacy through PACU Nursing Minutes by supporting this channel. I thank you for all of your viewership. I would not be here if it wasn't for you. And I'm really excited for what 2022 has in store for PACU Nursing Minutes. I will be speaking at ASPAN's National Conference in Philadelphia. So I'm really excited to share more with you about that in the upcoming months leading up to the conference. And I hope that people will be able to attend in person. That's my old stomping ground. I was born in Lancaster, Pennsylvania, and went to college at Newman University and worked at Christiana Hospital in Wilmington, Delaware, getting my critical care foundation back in the early 2000s. Also worked a little bit at University of Pennsylvania Hospital in their cardiac ICU once upon a time. Yeah, pretty excited to be going back east. And yes, there will be more to share with you about that. Remember, if you like this channel, share it with your friends. And if you have really been enjoying it, consider partnering with me at patreon.com/PACU Nursing Minutes and supporting the channel. The last 2 months have been quite a whirlwind for me. As you know, on September 11th, I developed really severe abdominal pain with my menstrual cycle that made me feel like I was having an acute appendicitis. And that led me into the ER, and they did a laparoscopic exploratory lap and found out that I had stage 4 endometriosis and a frozen pelvis. And so they closed me, did some biopsy samples, and washed out all of the blood in my peritoneum because the pain was related to the hemoperitoneum that I was presenting with. And they said that you need to go see a specialist. Well, thankfully the Lord provided a way, and I was able to meet with a wonderful specialist at the University Hospital here in Washington. And they immediately took me in, and we made up a surgical plan. And on October 11th, I had a robotic total hysterectomy. We were able to save my right ovary. That was wrapped up in endometriosis, but both fallopian tubes and a left ovarectomy was done. And then excision of the endometrial implants all throughout my peritoneal cavity. So the endometriosis had pretty much fused my sigmoid colon with my uterus, along with the left ovarian 7-centimeter cyst that I had. And that fallopian tube, everything was kind of wrapped up in a matted mess. They were able to excise all of that without causing any bowel injury. And then I also had some endometrious involvement with my bladder. So they were able to successfully remove the endometriosis from my bladder and do a little reinforcement on my bladder. And I'm thankful to say that I am recovering very, very well. And my bowel and bladder are, it's not without its levels of complications, but I am doing well and everything is moving in the right direction. So I'm very happy to say that. And then also the endometriosis, it had filled my appendix. It was like, they said my appendix was bulbous and full of endometriosis, which is why I had the appendiceal pain at the McBurney's point, because it was full of endo that had infiltrated from the outside in. They pretty much said it was like an unrecognizable appendix. And then that was also adhered to my peritoneal wall on that right side. And so lots of scar tissue and excising of all of that. So the post-op pain was very significant, because you can imagine it's your core. And then also on that right side with the appendix and all the adhesions to the wall, I really felt that through the recovery phase. The pain was pretty intense through day 5. But after day 5, I was able to get off all narcotics, and I'm very thankful for that. Yeah, so now I am on week 4, and things are, it takes time. Your body will definitely stop you and it will say, no, you need to rest. You cannot go anymore. You can't sit anymore. You can't do anything anymore. It's time to go lay down. And you have this tremendous amount of fatigue. So it's really important to listen to your body and get the rest it needs, because it's healing from the inside out. I did have a little bit of a scare just a few days ago. I had really bright red blood bleeding, but it turns out that was my internal sutures dissolving, and then probably some pooling of some remainder blood exiting. And so thankfully all of that is moving in the right direction and healing well. I do have a lot of nerve pain, but I'm able to handle that with like cold packs, or the deep blue essential oil has been like tremendous. And really by the end of the day, the nerve pain, it just gets really inflamed and irritated, and that really helps to cool everything down and take away that level of nerve pain discomfort. So anyway, that's probably more than what you need to know, but I want you to know that I'm doing well and I'm getting back at completing the course. But this video is also about sharing with you that I need your support to move forward. Please consider partnering with me through Patreon and becoming one of our patrons. And I really can't wait to see what happens within the community of PACU Nursing Minutes. And I am here to serve you. My recovery phase, they say that it takes a full 8 weeks for the internal healing to happen. And I think that that's just like the cellular level of healing. There's more to get strong and get my core back into strength. And I'll be doing more work with physical therapy on pelvic floor strengthening after I get past that 8-week mark. But don't give up on me, because I haven't given up on you. It's just life has happened, but I'm so thankful that God's provided and everything is moving in the right direction. And I just have to give myself grace, be humble, because it takes time. Yeah, if you love what you hear and you want to hear more, then go to patreon.com/PACU Nursing Minutes. And there you can see the different tiers of support and pick which one fits you. Any level of support is greatly and deeply appreciated during this journey. Thank you for watching. I'm Nurse Cathy with PACU Nursing Minutes.